It's the first Saturday of the season, and guess where I am? Yeah, I'm here. Got to pick up my mess from yesterday's unboxing of the proven winners that came. First things first though, I'm watering because I did not water at the end of the day yesterday. I just want to make sure that everyone's got the required water so they don't shrivel up and die in their plug trays for me. And then the plan today is probably fill more pots, hang more baskets, make more table space, put on more hangers for the baskets, just keep things moving along so that all of the things that are in the plug trays get into a larger quantity of soil so that they can thrive and not die. I am actually going to turn the first 2 lines of drip on, get those going, because especially the baskets that are right in front of the heater, I just brought that down and checked, it's dry. So I'm going to turn those drips on right now. We have 6 lines of drip. Look at the spider webs. I got to clean up in here. And they're each, wait, am I remembering the right way? Yes. I can turn them on individually. I just have to remember, I'm probably gonna let it run for 6 or 8 minutes and then shut it off. I don't want too much water to go in the pots. The heater runs so much that I don't even hang those baskets right in front of it. This one's off to the side, so this one's hung, but these next ones are in direct line, so I literally line those up on the floor and let the drips fall right into the baskets. In fact, I gotta line it up because you can see the drips falling a little bit off center. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one, remove that one, move that one. I just did a little scream because I'm watering over here and I see this is gray mold or botrytis, and this is the Gerber daisies that I bought at auction. I'm looking around and I don't see it in too many spots, but I'm actually gonna pull and get that plant out of here, and I'm gonna put this in front of the heater because I think it just needs to dry out. So I'm gonna actually put it on this, I'm actually gonna put it right on top of this box that's kind of in the direct, these boxes are actually here to protect the plug trays. When the heat just is constantly on the plugs, especially overnight, the heater runs almost nonstop. So in order to prevent the trays from drying out, I just put those boxes up on the table. So hopefully those Gerber daisies will dry out. Botrytis is basically a nasty gray mold that can spread from plant to plant. I definitely want to inspect that entire, oh my gosh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. I definitely want to inspect that entire tray, a hiccup, and make sure that none of the other plants are impacted and get that dead one like out of here. You can prevent botrytis in many ways. Don't oversaturate your plants, and air movement helps. Honestly, it's all about monitoring and air movement and making sure you don't water too much. Doing things like the drench that I have to do this to the PW plants today, but I want to get going on planting, and maybe at the end of today I will drench all of this and then start on planting those guys tomorrow. And those fungicides help, and sometimes you can buy like bales of soil with some preventatives inside of them. I'm just using Lambert high porosity, which means it's not going to hold water in the baskets, which is good for like Calibracoa baskets. Okay, I've got my Necky on. This is a Bluetooth speaker that I've had for a couple of years now. I listen to audiobooks. It's basically a horseshoe, but I call it my Necky. I'm listening to an audiobook, and I am going to go ahead and water and then figure out the rest of my plant. Definitely cleaning up the cardboard. That's got to go. I just noticed one of the emitters is outside of that basket. So that basket just didn't get any water this entire time. I'm gonna see if my tool is back here. It's my hanging basket tool. I've got to find it. I found this little rake, so I'm just gonna literally just push it in there. My hanging basket tool I don't see on this end. It might be back in the corner behind the soil, but I'm definitely going to need to put eyes on that soon because it's got a basket on it, and that's how I get the baskets from the upper level without having to move the ladder around. So I don't know why it would be in any other greenhouse. It's got to be here somewhere. Methinks I spotted it. I think this is it with the pole. Yep, there it is. It's in the back corner. Okay, at least it's here. Oh, dear, dear. She's resting. Bradley just showed up because I have this GoPro, and I was transferring files last night and I left it on, and it died. And I didn't realize it died because it had 60% when I was starting to transfer files. So Brad just came and I asked him, I put the dosatron together the other day, but it has some like little, babe, what are the parts that has to be changed every year on the dosatron? What are they called? O-rings, yes, O-rings. There's some O-rings and stuff. So I asked him just to come up and make sure that it's going to be ready for fertilizer because I'd like to start with the fert immediately. I am going to put hangers on the rest of these baskets so that I can get the rest of these baskets in the air. We'll start with that. Plus I can get these hangers off the ground, annoying me. This is the pile of hangers. There's 25 in each bundle, but there was a mouse in the box, so we took them all out of the box the other day. You know what? I'm gonna start right here. I have to get used to the fact that the GoPro doesn't automatically turn off like my camera. So I need to start turning it off. But there might be a setting, so I'm gonna have to look in there. If anybody else uses a GoPro, I've had this for years and I've never used it, and I want to use it more because it's honestly, sometimes I want to listen to audiobooks and I can't record what I'm doing and listen to audiobooks at the same time. So sometimes I won't record what I'm doing because I'm listening to my audiobook. Especially when I'm planting ranunculus or something in the hoop house or out in the fields, I like to listen to podcasts and audiobooks, and so I won't make a vlog that day because I'm recording. So this little doohickey is going to be a game changer for that. So all right, I'm going to continue with the hangers. The rain, it's lightening up, but it was just so loud that I couldn't even listen to my audiobook in here, and this speaker is right inches from my ear, and it just gets so loud in here when it's raining that it stifles any other noise out. So I was hanging up the Palace Parade. I have 2 more to hang up, and then I'll go ahead and start to hang up the fairy tale baskets, which are these 2 Calibracoas. They're so amazing. I just realized that we didn't use, so I hung up the wild berry meringue. I just found like 7 of them right here. I ended the wild berry meringue up there, so I'll just wrap around and start the 3rd row with those, because I'm going to bring them up there right now so I don't forget. There are 7 of those. Now remember, those ones are there because I don't want the heat to knock them out, so those the ones that are just going to grow right there until we don't have to use the heat as much. But these guys are wild berry meringue, so then I think that fairy tale combo there's more than enough room for the fairy tale combo, so I might have a little bit of a mismatch row. That's tough. I don't care. Honestly, if it's one row over, it's okay. They don't all have to be perfectly placed in their groupings, even though that would be fantastic. Who knows? Maybe it's going to work out perfectly with fitting the fairy tale in between the Palace Parade and the wild berry meringue. We will see. I'm actually thinking about turning greenhouse number 4 on before I leave for Europe. It can hold about 230 hanging baskets in there. I use the 10-inch, so the green ones, that green, like the dark green ones. And that's the only other house that has a propane tank attached to it. Plus, I can move the 5.5-inch pots in there, which are all the perennials and some of the other specialty things like the cleomes. I might do that just so it doesn't get so cramped in here. And hopefully by then the temperatures are up into the 50s, so the heat doesn't have to be running all the time. And to be honest with you, if I fill that house with petunias, like the petunia baskets, then I can keep that house at 40, 45 degrees because it'll have the perennials and the petunias, the pansies like cold weather, and there are a couple of other varieties of plants that prefer to be grown cooler. If petunias are grown too hot, then they just get really leggy and you have to trim them all the time. So that's an interesting thing to stew over and think about. Okay, the 3rd row is up, and then I filled the last 7 of the wild berry meringues. I was able to pull them up, and now I just have 1 and 2 drip emitters, and that is perfect because I'll just start the next variety there and wrap it around to aisle 4, which I actually have to test the row 4 drips. Brad tested row 3 while I was here. I'm actually sweating and like standing in front of the heater. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I mean, there's no reason that a line would be, there are a lot of reasons. One of the reasons that a line would be clogged is because maybe there's a fertilizer buildup or a mineral buildup, because we do have hard water here. So it could be stuck, but let me check. It's not just like, this is how it's supposed to drip. Watch. Drip, 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 drip. This line right here is too much. So this could be a problem. So I'll have to keep an eye on this. If it's getting so loud, guys. It's raining outside and inside. Okay, I just checked it. Everything's good in this row, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the next round of baskets up, except for, guess what? I don't have a round ready. I've got to get hangers on. Let me pause my audiobook. It's just so strange. Oh my gosh, so strange. This is bizarre to me. I just started a new book because I finished my other book. This one's called Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. And I'm only like 48 minutes into the book, but I listened to it at double speed, so really I've only been listening to it for 24 minutes. And one of the characters just asked the other character, "What's your favorite word?" And she thought about it for a second, and she said, "Ranunculus." So random. I literally have to go plant ranunculus today in the hoop house. Of all books, of all times that I'm listening to, literally ranunculus. It's not like a book about flowers at all. Anyway, I just got up the Wild Blue Yonder baskets. So there's 25 of those. I have 3 more. No, I have like 6 more to do. But I've got to, I hit the lawnmower. So I'm at the lawnmower. So I've got to maneuver the ladder around the lawnmower. I'm actually getting super hot. So I'm going to take my sweatshirt off. It's warming up. The sun peeked out for a hot second. It's warming up. Also, I'm wearing a super cute t-shirt. So I just got a whole bunch of new, I ordered a few t-shirts that were kind of like gardeny floral related. Isn't this super pretty? I love it. I did this whole like, what is my color that I should be wearing? And it said a lot of pale browns and a lot of natural colors. So I'm trying to shift my wardrobe from what I'm not supposed to be wearing. I'm not supposed to wear orange. I wear orange all the time. They said it washes me out, especially on camera, which I'm on camera every day. So anyway, I am fully obsessed. I believe I bought it from a website called The Cottage Garden, and I bought a bunch of different t-shirts, like I think 4 of them. I'll be wearing them over the next few weeks. You'll see. I keep walking past this tray, and I just have this overwhelming urge to plant this. And fortunately, I have some 5.5-inch pots right here. So I'm gonna plug these in. This is the Prairie Blaze Vintage Lime Echinacea. I think, yes, there's one more echinacea. So I'm gonna fill some more pots because I don't have enough. So this is a Sunseeker's Pink Grapefruit. And here is the tray. So I'm gonna fire up Grover. And let's see how many I'm gonna need. Okay, so I have 10 empty slots right here. There are 26 plants. So I'm gonna need 2 more flats. I actually wanna put some more soil in that flat too. It's not, I don't like them less than topped off. This might be a problem actually. I don't know if there's enough soil in Grover, and I don't think I'm strong enough to do a bale by myself. I can fill up a basket though and use that to fill the rest of those pots over there so they're topped off. I just don't like, you know, the more soil for the roots, the better. Yes, it costs me more money, but my product benefits greatly. Won't have all of them in, but we'll have more than half in, and then the next time someone comes here, I'm just gonna need a little help to get a bale. I probably could do it myself. However, I don't want to get yelled at. I don't want 1,000 people on the internet to yell at me, and also my mom. So excited about these. They're just so pretty. Okay. Beautiful echinacea. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da da da. Would you look at these beauties? I think I actually might start some echinacea today. It kind of looks similar to this too. Oops, they're kissing. The roots are connected. La da da da. La da 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 da. Okay, I've got 8 more slots available today. Just today is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6, oh, 7, 8. So I only have 4 left here. Should I just take them home? I might just do that. I am currently contemplating how much longer I want to stay here today. Yes, I have a tremendous amount of work to do. However, my daughter is on her way home from college. She'll be here in an hour. And I just haven't seen her, you know? She's at college. So I'm thinking about bouncing shortly. So at least I'm home when she gets home and spend a few hours with her and feel better about coming back maybe later or tomorrow, because the work's just gonna wait for me. I think I've gotten quite a bit done actually. Like I'm almost done hanging the 4th row. I just have a few more baskets to get up. So I think I'll do that. I'll finish hanging the baskets that are right here. I'll do some more hangers, and then in about half hour, 45 minutes, I will head home to greet my daughter. So I will probably end this vlog, a Saturday at the shop by my lonesome. I will end that here and pick up again in the next video. So thanks so much for hanging out with me for a few hours on a Saturday morning. We'll see you soon. I just found this tray back there, so I'll be able to finish the echinacea after all. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to take some home though, because that's coming home with me.